and for today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to crochet this cute little strawberry hat. Isn't it just adorable? So yeah, I thought this would be a cool little hat to do. Yeah, I thought it'd be quite cool since I did the bee hat. I thought, why not spice it up and do some other things, do some other hats. So yeah, I really hope you guys will learn how to crochet this cute little hat today in today's tutorial. So yeah, let's get started with the materials, shall we? Okay guys, so to get started with this strawberry hat, these are the materials that we'll be using today. So I'll be using Charity double knit pull skein weight yarn. It is 100% acrylic. It is 233 meters or 256 yards. It is 100 grams and it recommends a 4mm crochet hook. I'll be using color Matador for the red, but of course you can use any red that you want. Some of the reasons coming out like an orange, burnt orangey red, but yeah, it's quite red. Okay, so we're using red, and then I have some Tiger Lime over here, so Tiger Lime green, and then also I have some white for the seeds, and yeah, so red for the main hat, green for the stalk and the leaves, and then white for the seeds. And with that I'll be using a 3.5mm crochet hook. This is just to get the stitches nice and tight, and so we don't have any gaps in our work. And then we're also going to be needing a pair of scissors as well as a tapestry needle. Yeah, so that is it for the materials. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so to get started you want to grab your yarn and your hook, and you just want to make a magic ring. So to do that you'd want to grab your yarn and you'd want to wrap it around your two fingers once, twice, and then the third time we're going to cross over to form an X. Then you're going to insert your hook underneath those two front loops, pick up that third loop, and then before we take the magic ring off of our fingers we're going to yarn over and do a chain one just to secure that magic ring. Okay, let me just zoom in you guys here. Okay, so what we're going to do, so I'm going to chain an extra one just for leverage. So now to get started I've now chained up 2, and now we're going to do a half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert into that magic ring, then you're going to yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through all 3 of those loops. Okay, so that's 1, and you're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yeah, and you'll just repeat that until you have 12 half double crochets. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Yeah, and then to close up this magic ring you're going to take your tail end, pull on your tail end, and you'll see one loop being pulled in. You're going to take that loop that's being pulled in and you're going to pull it down towards you. Okay, and then to get rid of this other loop you're going to take your tail end and pull on a tail end to get rid of that other loop. Okay, then you're going to find your first half double crochet and insert your hook into there. Come on. Okay, there. And then I'm just going to work over my tail end. So the way I do that is I'm just going to pick up my tail end, just put it over my hook or rest it next to my work. And I'm going to do a slip stitch. So I've inserted into my first stitch, so I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and then pull this loop through that loop on my hook to finish off my my slip stitch. Then again I'm going to chain up 2, and then for this next round, so we should have 12 half double crochets by the end of that round. Moving on to this next round, we're going to place an increase into each stitch around, and an increase is just 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. So you're going to yarn over, insert into that same stitch that you slip stitched into, yarn over, pull through. Okay, you're going to yarn over, pull through, and then you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2. Sorry, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Then again you're going to yarn over, insert into that same stitch. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, and you'll repeat that around. You'll find your next stitch. And you'll place 2 half double crochets in there and into each stitch around. And your stitch count should have gone up from 12 up to 24 by the end of this round. Yeah. So now I have made it back round to the beginning again, and again we're just going to find our first half double crochet and we're going to slip stitch into there. Okay, and then again we're going to chain up 2, so 1, 2, and then for the third round we're going to place 1 half double crochet into the first stitch, and then an increase into the next. And an increase is again 2 half double crochets into the same stitch, and you will repeat that. You will repeat that around, placing 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, and then an increase into the next stitch, 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase into the next. And you will repeat that all the way around, and your stitch count should have gone up from 24 up to 36. Yeah, so you can just repeat that around, and then I'll meet back up with you when we are ready to move on to the next round. I've made it back round to the beginning again, and again your stitch count should have gone up from 24 up to 36 by the end of that round. Then again you're going to find your first half double crochet, and then you'll slip stitch into there, and then again you're going to chain up 2, and then for this round you're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, so that's 1, 2, and then we're going to do an increase into the next, and then you'll repeat that pattern around, placing 1 half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then an increase into the next. And your stitch count should have gone up from 36 up to 48 by the end of this round. Okay, so now I've made it back round to the beginning after completing round 4, and again we're gonna find our first half double crochet stitch, and we are going to slip stitch into there. Okay, then again we're going to chain up 2, and then for the 5th round we're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 3 stitches, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do an increase into the next. Yeah, so I'm sure you would have picked up the repeat pattern by now, or the way this hat is worked, I should say. So yeah, your increases should line up, and as you would notice as well, the number of stitches between those increases increase by 1 each round. So like the first increase round that we did, we had 1 half double crochet in between the increases. Then the next round we had 2 half double crochets. Now the third round we had 3, and then the fourth round, or the fourth round of the increases, or fifth round of the increase, or fifth round of the whole hat, we now have 3. Yeah, we have 3 stitches in between the increases, so we went from 3 to 2 to 1, and yeah, so that's the way that it increases. And a great way to know if you're increasing correctly is all of the increases should line up, or they should fall on top of each other. Okay, so again, you're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then an increase, and you will just repeat this around until you get back around to the beginning, and your stitch count should have gone up from 48 up to 52 by the end of this round. Okay, so I'll meet back up with you when we are ready to move on to the next round. Okay, so now after completing round 5, this is what it should be looking like now, and again your stitch count should have gone up from 48 to 52 by the end of round 5. Okay, so now again we're going to find our first half double crochet, and we're going to slip stitch into there, and then again we're going to chain up 2, and then we're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do an increase into the next. And again, 1 half double crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an increase into the next. Yeah, and your stitch count should go up by 52 up to 60 by the end of this round. Okay, so now I'm back and I've completed round 6, and again your stitch count should have gone up from 52 up to 60 by the end of round 6. Okay, moving on to the last increase round, we are again going to slip stitch to our first stitch. Okay, and then again we're going to chain up 2, and then for this last increase round we're going to place 1 half double crochet into the next 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll do an increase into the next stitch, and that is the repeat pattern for round 7. You'll just place 1 half double crochet into the next 5 stitches, and then an increase into the next. And by the end of this round your stitch count should have gone up from 60 up to 72 by the end of this round. Okay, so now I've made it back round to the beginning of round 7, and again your stitch count should have gone up from 60 up to 72 by the end of round 7, and this is what it should be looking like now. And it may not lay flat, but don't worry about it. After we do 1 half double crochet each stitch around, for the heart of the hat it will just go away, you won't even know about it. Okay, so moving on to the next round, again we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. Yeah, if I can even get into there, that would be great. Okay, there we go. Okay, and again you're going to chain up 2. Okay, so now for the next 14 rounds, so from round 8 to round 21, so you should have a total of 21 rounds by the end of this. You will place 1 half double crochet into each stitch around, no increases, no decreasing, just 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. You'll keep the same stitch count as 72 stitches. So yeah, you'll just place 1 half double crochet into each stitch around until you have a total of 14 rounds. So from round 8 to round 21, you should have you should just place 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. Okay, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what we will do for the brim once you have completed all 14 rounds, or until you have a total of 21 rounds. So yeah, you can go off and you can complete this, just placing 1 half double crochet into each stitch around until you get back around to the beginning, and until you have a total of 21 rounds, or until you have completed 14 rounds of no increases and no decreases, and your stitch count should remain the same as 72 stitches. Yeah, so you can go off and I'll catch back up with you when we are finished with that and ready to move on to the brim of the hat. Okay, so now I am back and I have made it back to the beginning after completing a total of 14 rounds, or 21 rounds in total from the beginning round to the end. I have now completed the length of my hat, and now we are going to start working on the brim. So to start working on the brim, we are going to do front post half double crochet stitches. So you're going to chain up 2 as normal, so 1, 2. Let me just zoom in here. Yeah, so now that I've zoomed in, so now we are essentially going to be working around the post of the stitch. So you're going to go around the whole stitch. So you're not going to go into the top of the stitch like we normally do. You're going to go around the post of the stitch. So you're going to pick up the whole stitch, if that makes any sense. So you're going to do a half double crochet as normal, but you're going to go into the post. So you're going to insert into the right of that stitch, and you're going to poke your hook to the left of the stitch, basically. Okay, so basically the stitch kind of sits on top of your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through. Then you're going to do then you're going to yarn over and pull through 3 as normal. And you're going to repeat that around. So you're going to insert into the right of this stitch and poke your hook into the left, and then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 3 to do a half double crochet. Again, yarn over, insert into the right of the stitch here, and then poke your hook out on the left of that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 3. Again, yarn over, insert into the right of that stitch, and then poke your hook out the left of that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 3. Yeah, and you will just repeat this all the way around, and you still should have kept the same stitch count as 72. So you can just go off and continue placing you can continue around placing 1 front post half double crochet stitch around each stitch, or around each post of the stitch, and then I'll come back and show you what to do for the next round. Okay, and again your stitch count should remain the same as 72 stitches. Okay, so now I'm just coming around to the last few stitches of my front post half double crochet stitches here, and I just wanted to make sure that when you do your last stitch, so you need to make sure that when you do your last stitch, you go into the right and left of that stitch and you come out just next to that chain stitch, just to make sure that you actually do work into that last stitch, because sometimes it may look like that you've really worked into it when essentially you just worked into the second to last stitch, if that makes any sense. I hope it makes any sense. Anyway, then you'll find your first half double crochet, so you skip your chains as normal, and then go into that half double crochet stitch and slip stitch to join. Okay, and now moving on to round 23, we are now going to do an increase into each stitch around. So now we're going to place 2 half double crochets into each stitch, and you're going to place your stitches into the tops of the stitch, into those V's like we were doing before. Okay, so again, you're just going to be placing 2 half double crochets into each stitch around, and this is essentially going to give it this ruffled look, or ruffled brim, I should say. So now we're just going to do increases for the next 2 rounds, and yeah, just to give the brim that like nice wavy curvy look. So yeah, you can go off and you can place 2 half double crochets into each stitch around, and then I'll come back and show you what to do from there. You see it's like already curving, and that is exactly what we want. Yeah, so I can go off and you can continue doing this all the way around until I get back around to the beginning, and your stitch count should have gone up from 72 up to 144 stitches. Yeah, it's a lot of stitches. So yeah, you can go off and continue placing 2 half double crochets into each stitch around, and then I'll come back and show you what to do from there. Okay, so now I have completed going around, placing an increase into each stitch around, and then I'm going to join with the slip stitch to my beginning half double crochet, and then again I'm going to chain 2, and then for this last round we're going to do 1 half double crochet into the first stitch. Oopsie, come on, there we go. Okay, so we're going to do 1 half double crochet into the first stitch, and then we'll do an increase into the next stitch, and then we will repeat that around, placing 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase. Okay, again 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase. And you will just repeat this all the way around, and your stitch count should have gone up from 144 up to 216. Okay, so your stitch count should go up to 216 from 144 stitches. Okay, so you can go off and repeat that, placing 1 half double crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase into the following stitch. Okay, so you can go off and repeat that, and then I'll come back and show you what to do from there. Okay, see how it's already like ruffling. It's exactly what we want. So you can go off and you can continue with this, and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so now I'm back at the beginning, and I ended on 1 half double crochet, but I don't really think it matters if you've ended on an increase or just 1 half double crochet. But anyway, I'm just going to slip stitch to the beginning as normal, and then I'm going to slip stitch, and then we can cut our yarn. So you can grab your scissors, leave a little bit of a tail, and cut your yarn, and the hook came out. And then you can just yarn over, pull up and through. Yeah, and then you can just weave in this tail end. Yeah, so grab your darning needle and thread up your tapestry needle, and then just weave your needle in and out through some of these stitches. Okay, so I'm just going to go under some of these stitches here. Okay, making sure my needle does not come out on the other side. Okay, then I'm just gonna weave this in, and then we're gonna skip like a loop or a stitch and go back in the same direction I came. Okay, don't pull too tight because you're going to distort the work. And then I'm going to come down to maybe one row below and do the same thing. And I'm just gonna weave this in again, skipping a stitch. Okay, like that. And then you can snip your yarn if you're happy with the way you've sewn it in. Okay, so that is the actual hat done. And now we can get on to making the what would you call it, the stem and the leaves for the top of the strawberry here. And yeah, so let's get started with that. So put your hat and your red aside, and then you can grab your green yarn. Okay, so to do the stem and the leaves, you just want to grab your green yarn, and then you just want to create a magic ring. So you'd want to take your yarn, wrap it around your 2 fingers once, twice, and then the third time you're going to cross over to form an X. Okay, and then you're going to insert your hook underneath those first 2 loops, pick up that third loop, then you're going to yarn it over and do a chain 1 to secure your magic ring. Then you can take it off of your fingers, and then we're going to place 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So in order to do a single crochet, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2. Let me show you again. It's insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then you're going to take your tail end and you're going to pull on your tail end, and the one that got pulled in, you're going to take that loop and pull it down towards you to close up that other loop. And then to get rid of this loop, you're just going to take your tail end and pull on your tail end. Okay, and then from round 2 to round 8, you're just going to place 1 single crochet into each stitch around. No increases and no decreases, just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And I forgot to mention, but you will actually need a stitch marker for this. I completely forgot about the stitch marker for this. Yeah, so again, you're just going to place 1 single crochet into each stitch around until you have a total of 8 rounds, no increases and no decreases, and you'll keep the same stitch count as 6 stitches. Yeah. Okay, so now I have done a total of 8 rounds, and in all honesty, looking at this now, I do kind of feel like it's a little bit short for my liking. So I think I'm actually gonna do maybe an additional 4 rows. Yeah, so I'm gonna do an additional 4 rounds. If you're happy with this, with your size or with the length of your little stem, then you can leave it at 8. But I think personally, I'm just gonna do an extra 4 rounds here. I think it will just look a little bit more better, in all honesty. But yeah, I think I also forgot to mention that we'll be needing stuffing, just a little bit of stuffing, because yeah, this is very flimsy. I honestly didn't think about this. I thought that, like, because it's a hat, I didn't really because it's a hat, I didn't really need to do stuffing or a stitch marker, because I have made this kind of hat before, but it was for my bee hat. And yeah, I also worked in the round instead of working in rounds, so I didn't need a stitch marker. So yeah, I immediately thought I didn't need one for this project, or for this hat. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do an additional 4 rounds on top of the 8 that I already have. So let me count now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 2 more rounds to do. I actually think this is going to be one of my favorite hats. In all honesty, thinking about it now, I really do think so. I haven't made any other like cool hats besides my bee hat, so I think this will be really cool. And I'm actually thinking of doing like a whole collection of these at some stage, or like a whole playlist of different types of hats. So like a strawberry hat, a watermelon hat, maybe like an orange hat with like a little leaf on the top, or an avocado hat. So I was even thinking of doing like an avocado cap, you know, where I put canvas in the peak, if it makes any sense. So like the actual part of the hat will be the seed and like the green part of the hat, and then the peak will be like the rest of the avocado. I don't know if I'm making much sense. But yeah, and then like also maybe like a sunflower hat, maybe a ghost hat. Yeah, I have so many ideas that I want to do here for bucket hats. So yeah, I hope that you guys will enjoy this video as well as future videos on different types of hats. So yeah, okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so now I'm just going to slip stitch into this next stitch. Okay, so now I'm just going to slip stitch there, and I think I'm just going to stuff this a little bit. It's like a little bit flimsy, so I'm just going to grab some stuffing. Okay, so now I have a little bit of stuffing and my blunt pair of scissors, which is also another thing that I was supposed to add to the list. Okay, let me just stuff in this tail end. Yeah, come on, whichever one you are. Okay, it's you. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab some of my stuffing and just lightly stuff this so that it's like a little bit more firmer than what it was. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that is brilliant. Okay, so I don't want to stuff this too much either. Oops. Okay, there. I think that is fine. Okay, so now after that I am now just going to okay, so now after slip stitching, okay, so to work on the leaves I'm just going to chain. Okay, so I think I'm going to chain 14. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think 14 would be okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a slip stitch into the first stitch. So I'm gonna turn my chains over to reveal those back bumps, and then I'm going to insert my hook into that second chain, into the second chain from the hook, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch. So pull your yarn through that chain and then pull that loop through this loop on your hook. Okay, and then in the next stitch we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to do another single crochet, then we're going to do 2 half double crochets, and then we're going to do some double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, then we're going to insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2 to do a double crochet, and then you're going to do another double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to do a triple crochet into the next chain. So to do a triple, you're going to yarn over twice, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook, then you're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, and then yarn over, pull through the second 2, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2. Okay, and then again you're going to do 2 double crochets. So you're going to yarn over and send into the next chain, do a double crochet in there, and then a double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, and then you're going to do 2 half double crochets. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and then we are going to do a single crochet into the last one. Okay, and then you'll slip stitch into the next stitch of the base. Yeah, and then you'll do another, then you'll chain another 14, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then you will repeat the same for all of the remaining leaves. So you're gonna do a slip stitch into the first stitch, into the second chain from your hook. You're going to do a slip stitch, and then you're going to do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 and 2, and then we're going to do a half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 and 2, and then we are going to do a double crochet. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, I believe. So we're going to do 2 double crochets. We're going to yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. We did do 2 double crochets, right? Yes, we did. Okay, so we do another double crochet into the next stitch, and then we do a treble. So again, a treble is yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, then yarn over, pull through the second 2, and then yarn over, pull through the last 2. Then again do your double crochets again. So you're going to yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, and then do that again into the next stitch, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, and then we're going to do our 2 half double crochets. Okay, and then you're going to do a single crochet into that last chain, and then you're going to find the next stitch on the stem and slip stitch and repeat the process. So again, you're going to chain up 14, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then you're going to do a slip stitch, and then 2 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, and then 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets. Oops, I did a half double crochet there. Meant to be a double crochet. So again, you'll yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yeah, and yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, and then do another one. Come on. There we go. And then you're going to do it in treble. So you're going to yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through another 2, and then you're going to do 2 more double crochets. Okay, and then you're going to do 2 half double crochets. And then a single crochet into the last stitch, and then you'll slip stitch into the next stitch of the stem, and then you will repeat that around. Yeah, and it should look something like this. Isn't that just cool? Okay, so you can continue that all the way around, and then I'll meet back up with you when we are finished and ready to sew this onto the hat. Okay, so now I am back and I have finished all of my petals now. You should have a total of 6 petals. Okay. Okay, so now I'm back and I've completed my last petal. So you should have 6 petals by the end of this because you had 6 stitches to work into. So yeah, you should have 6 petals or 6 leaves. And then I'm just going to slip stitch into my slip stitch from the first leaf. So I'm just going to slip stitch into there, and then yeah, then we can snip our yarn. So you'd want to leave quite a good length of yarn because we're going to be really sewing the leaves on, so you'd want to leave quite a decent length of yarn. And then you're just gonna yarn over and pull through and out, up and out, and then pull on that tight. Okay, so now we can grab our hat and we can sew this onto our hat. So let me just zoom out here. Okay, so I'm zoomed out, and now I'm just gonna grab my darning needle and my tapestry needle. I'm actually now thinking about this now. This would actually look like a tomato if it wasn't for the seeds, because right now it literally looks like a tomato. I'm not gonna lie, it literally looks like a tomato. Oh my gosh. Well, at least if you wanted a tomato look, you can have 2-in-1 hats with one design. That makes any sense? Okay, so now I'm just going to place this kind of like in the center of the hat. So I'm first just going to sew down the base of this, I think. So I think I'm just going to tack this down into the hat. So I'm just going to insert my needle into the hat and then out into the next stitch on the leaves, on the stem part, and then I'm just going to repeat this around. So I'm just going to go into the next stitch and then poke my needle out and into up. So how should I put this? So I'm going to insert my needle into the next stitch of the leaf and into the hat, and then poke my needle out into the next stitch of the, there we go, to the next stitch there. Okay. And then again, I am just going to go down into the next stitch, and then push up and out into, push into and up and out into the next stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to go over into the next stitch and come up. Okay. I'm going to come over like that. Yeah, I think that is secured enough in the center. Okay, and now I'm just going to start sewing down these leaves. So if you wanted to make your life a little bit easier, you can grab some pins. So you can grab some pins and you can pin your leaves down into place so that it makes it a little bit more easier to sew them down. This is obviously optional, you don't have to do this. Okay, this might just make it a little bit more easier to sew, and also just so that these leaves don't really get in your way. Yeah, guys, really this hat looks like a bloody tomato, and for some reason I don't know why, but it's making me crave pizza. Honestly, I don't know why. I think because of like the tomato sauce base, I think, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue pinning the leaves down. Obviously this is optional, like what I mentioned just now. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it would just make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so now we can continue sewing. Okay, so where's my thread coming out from? Where? Here? Okay, so now I am just gonna insert my needle into this leaf here, and I'm gonna come up. So I'm gonna go into the hat, but then I'm gonna push my needle into that stitch of the leaf there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over a stitch and then insert my needle into the hat and then come out into the leaf, and yeah, come over like a stitch or two onto the leaf. And then again skip a stitch, we'll go into the next stitch and then poke your needle out from the hat and back up into the next stitch. And then again into the next stitch, and then sit down into the next stitch and up into the leaf. Okay, and then this is essentially all that we'll be doing to sew the leaf down into place. So like when it comes to the tip, I'm just going to go into one stitch and add another stitch on the hat, and then I'm just going to come back up into the same stitch but on the other side of that stitch on the leaf. Okay, and then I'm just going to sew this down the same. So I go into the next stitch, poke my needle through the hat and then out into the next stitch there. go over one stitch over, and then again just repeat the same thing. Yeah, so you can go off and you can continue doing this all the way along your leaves, just sewing them down into place. Yeah, so you can go off and you can sew your leaves down exactly like how I've showed you, and yeah, then you can continue with that, and then I'll come back and show you what the hat looks like, and then how we are going to do the seeds. Yeah, and I actually think that when we sew the leaves down, I think we shouldn't pull hard on the yarn, because you don't want to distort the work. Yeah. Okay, so again I'm just gonna sew down and up into the next leaf now. There we go. No, that just went right through the... Okay, there, I'm just gonna sew it like this. Okay, so you can go off and repeat this until all of your leaves are sewn down, and then I'll come back and then I'll show you what to do from there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm back and I have sewn down all the leaves, and now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tack down this little stem just so it's not breaking up, but I would still like it to maybe be like that, I think. Okay, so where's my seam? I'm just trying to find, there's my seam. Okay, so I'm just gonna bend it a little bit and then just tack it down. So I'm just gonna come up, I'll come down and then come up into the stem, and then from the stem I am going to come out just at the tip of the stem. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna tack this down into place, so just kind of like roughly where I feel like this, I don't know, maybe like about here. I'll just tack this down into place. So that it does not come undone. And again, I'm just gonna go down into the hat. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna weave in my tail end. So I'm just gonna weave my tail end in and out of the stem here, just by inserting my needle into the stitch I came out of and out somewhere else. Insert my needle in through a stitch I came out of and out somewhere else. Insert my needle into the same stitch I came out of and out somewhere else. Yeah, so you can repeat that just until you're happy with it, and I think that's fine. So I'm just gonna snip my yarn, and there's our little hat. Okay, now the last thing that we need to do is just sew on the seeds. So we can grab our white yarn, so you can grab your white. Okay, so yeah, you just want to grab like quite a length of yarn, and what we are now going to do is we are now just going to start just threading our white yarn through the hat. So I think the size of the seed can be like maybe 2 rows long, I think. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip 2 rows and I'm just gonna do this all the way around the hat. Just sewing little lines all over. So I think I'm just going to do this in rows or in sections. So I'm going to do like this bottom row all the way here, then I'm going to do like a section here, then a section there, until this is fully covered, or until there's just seeds all over. Because yeah, I actually did not cut enough yarn. So yeah, once I get back around to the beginning over here, I am just going to tie these in a knot, I think. I still have some on here. Yeah. Oh, no one has to really see what's on the inside. So I think I'm just going to snip my tail end here, and I'm just going to tie these two in a knot. Okay, and then I think I'll just put some fabric glue on here just to secure my knot. But yeah, so I'll just leave that there for now, and then I'm going to grab another section of yarn. Okay, and then repeat the same thing. Okay, and then again I'm just going to come up kind of like in between these seeds. And then again skip like 2 stitches and then come out a few rows and then come down. So you can just repeat this all the way around the hat until it is covered with seeds and until you're happy with it. And yeah, then I'll meet back up with you when we are ready to, I don't know, show off the hat, I guess. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm back and I finished sewing all of the lines on there, or all of the seeds. And basically what I did is I had just tied the ends together with knots, and then I just secured them with some fabric glue. I just thought it would be quicker and neater this way, instead of trying to weave in the white yarn through the red stitches. I mean, you would have been able to see it. So yeah, I just thought of just doing some knots and putting some fabric glue on there, and yeah, this is the outcome. This is what it looks like. A little bit bad with the stuffing there, but when this thing was sitting upright, yeah, you actually couldn't see the stuffing that bad until I had stitched it down. So yeah, you can see a little bit of the stuffing there, but it won't matter too much because not a lot of people will see the top of the hat, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that is it for this hat. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to crochet this cute little strawberry hat. It really does look ugly, doesn't it? But yeah, even the inside kind of looks cool just because of like the pattern from like, you know, with me sewing the leaves on, and then yeah, it's a little bit untidy on the inside of the hat, but no one is really gonna see that. So yeah. Okay guys, that is it for today's tutorial on how to crochet this cute little strawberry hat. I really hope you like this hat, and I really hope you enjoyed learning how to crochet this cute little hat. And yeah, I really hope you like it. And yeah, maybe I should try and see if I can get like a nice proper like half top view. Okay, so I've got like a little bit of a better view, I hope. So I hope you can see the little stem or the stalk. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed learning how to crochet this cute little strawberry hat with me today. And yeah, stay tuned because I want to do some more hats like this, like I don't know, more weird and cool funky hats, like an orange hat, or like I really want to do other hats like a bee hat, an avocado hat, maybe an evil eye hat, maybe a sunflower hat. What else have I done? A frog hat, not well, some of the keychains that I've done as a reference. Yeah, maybe like a frog hat, maybe even like a pineapple hat, like the same sort of concept but like yellow, but then for the top it won't have the stem there, it'll just have like the crown. I think that'd be quite cool. Yeah, I don't know what else, but yeah, I really want to continue this. Like, I really want to continue all of these tutorials with these hats. I really think it's cool, if you haven't noticed already. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed learning how to crochet this cute little strawberry hat with me today. And yeah, please guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. It really does help out my channel. And yeah, I cannot believe we're over 2,000 subs. Isn't that cool? So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. It really does help out my channel. And yeah, go subscribe to my other channel. I just started it. I don't have much on there yet. It's called TazzyJade.designs. I'll put a link to my other channel over here in the corner. And yeah, go check that out if you're interested in fashion, because if you don't know already, I am a fashion design student. And yeah, that's it for me guys today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to crochet this cute little strawberry hat. And that is it for today's tutorial guys. Thank you guys for watching and happy crocheting. Bye guys.